Hi, and welcome to another edition of the Sustainable Scoop. I'm thrilled to have back with me Sturart Rosenthal. He's the editor of the Beacon Newspaper. Welcome back.
Thank you, Miriam. It's great to be here again.
I love your paper.
Thank you.
I really do. And I mean, I guess I have to start considering myself. I'm so close to
You're so young.
I'm so young that I'm almost eligible for
Almost.
some of the fun the seniors are having in our area.
Right.
And so that's a big part of what your newspaper does. It informs seniors about what?
Yeah, people over 50 and their families, especially about health issues, because that's the #1 concern of our readers, and financial issues, you know, keeping your nest egg as long as you live and making the most of life in your later years and in your career. There's also, of course, we have our travel section for fun things to go and places to see, and our arts section, which we'll talk about, I guess, in a few minutes. And then we have a housing section every quarter. We focus on people who want to stay in their homes and age in place or want to move into retirement housing.
And all of that is really important information, but like you mentioned, you focused on arts and the excitement around learning new things this year. So tell me, how did that come about, this arts program?
Sure. We've always had an arts section, and we review plays and we talk about exhibits and that kind of thing. But a reader came to us about a year and a half ago, I guess, and said her mother at the age of 90 had picked up a paintbrush for the first time and started painting. And she loved it so much, then she picked up a camera and started shooting pictures. And then she started doing sculpture, and then she started writing poetry. And this woman lived for 10 more years, from 90 to 100, and blossomed as an artist. And the reader said, you know, I bet a lot of your readers either are doing that or could be doing that if they thought about it. So we took that idea and decided that for a year we would promote the arts among our readers, encourage them to take up these various skills. We had articles about classes that are local that you could take. We had feature stories about people who did this kind of thing. We had, in fact, a feature story about the Arlington and Alexandria poet laureates to talk about poetry.
That was wonderful.
That was back in April.
Right.
And after we did this for a number of months and encouraged people to think about it, we then opened up a 3-month window for a competition that we call Celebration of the Arts. And we invited people to upload onto our website their images of their artwork and their poetry and whatnot. And we had professional judges judging and then have cash prizes and a gallery show, the whole thing.
How many entries did you get?
We were blown away. It started out, you know, with about 100, 150, and then a few more dribbled in. And those last few weeks, we ended up with more than 930 entries.
People had been working on it probably for the entire year.
Yes, I'm waiting till the very last minute when they all get it right. So it's beautiful stuff. I was so impressed with the quality.
And you did mention that you had serious professionals looking at the work.
Yes.
And you have some people that were selected as winners.
That's right. First, second, and third place, and 12 to 15 honorable mentions in each category as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. So how do people get the opportunity to look at this artwork?
Well, first of all, it's all on our website. If you go to thebeaconnewspapers.com and you click on Celebration of the Arts, you can see the galleries for all 4 of the sets of entries. They're all there, and including the winning pieces, of course, are highlighted. But at the same time, you can actually come and meet the winners and talk to them and see their works at our expos this year. We have, of course, 50-plus expos every fall, both in Maryland and Virginia.
And so the people who worked on these projects can inspire other people to do the same thing and share their stories.
Exactly.
Wonderful. Well, let's talk about the Senior Expo really quick, because it is a wonderful event. It happens every year. Yes, great time. You always have great activities, but this time I think it's going to be really special because people are going to be bringing their works of art.
And we'll have the awards ceremony there, and you get to talk to them. They'll all get to speak a little bit. You know, it'll be nice.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Of course, we also have health screenings and flu shots and lots of exhibitors, resources, nonprofits, government agencies, businesses, all kinds.
It is true. You can ask any kind of question and you can find any kind of resource, and these people are, you know, particularly focused on seniors.
Exactly.
All right. Well, as far as the exhibits are concerned, you mentioned that there'd be another way to see them as well. Do you have another?
There's a gallery show, yes.
Okay.
Pepco is one of our sponsors, and they've let us use their E Street Gallery at one arena, right next to the National Portrait Gallery. Beautiful place there. You've been there before?
I think years ago.
It's a wonderful gallery downtown D.C. It's about a block from the Capitol, where they will have all of the winning pieces, including the honorable mentions, up on the wall for about 3 weeks, from November 24th to December 19th. So I encourage people to go by and see them.
Exciting opportunity for these artists.
Yes.
And I imagine they're budding artists now.
I would hope some of them will actually go on to make a career or a second career out of this. That would be nice.
So maybe there will be some sale of artwork.
it's up to the artist whether they want to sell their piece or not. A lot of people are so in love with their piece, especially if they win something, that they don't want to sell.
Well,
them.
not just that, but they're now family treasures.
Yes.
All right. Well, so if people want to get in touch with the Beacon or find out how to get a paper, how do they do that?
Well, you can go online, as I say, the beaconnewspapers.com, but we also answer the phone all day long. So it's 301-949-9766.
All right, so this past year you celebrated the arts, and I'm sure you're going to keep in that theme.
Oh, we're so excited. So maybe we're actually asking our readers for some advice and some help about what we do next.
But can you give me a scoop or two on some upcoming stories?
Oh, stories. Oh,
yeah,
stories, yes.
Yeah.
Well, in the September issue, this very interesting health short. There's a new Alzheimer's drug. For years they've tried new drugs, and they're always disappointing. They don't really succeed at stopping or reversing the disease. This is the first drug. Now, it's not a major study. It's a small study, and it was done by a pharmaceutical company. So it's not yet, definite, and needs definitely more work. But they found that 47% slower decline from people on this drug than people who were not on the drug. That's huge. And that they even did brain scans and discovered that the plaques that were in their brain, which they think is the cause of Alzheimer's, disappeared over the course of 18 months in 80% of the people on the drug.
This is exactly what people want to know, and they want to know it earlier and earlier, and that's the kind of information that your newspaper offers, in addition to fun, travel, leisure, and ideas.
Right.
So, okay, one more time, how do people get you?
301-949-9766. Or the Beacon Newspapers, with an S at the end.com.
All right, excellent. I want to thank you again for coming to see us. I'll see you at the Expo.
Great.
All right, and I'll see all of you at the Expo. The information is up on your screen. I want to thank you for watching this edition of the Arlington Weekly News and always supporting us. I'm Miriam Gennari. That's the Sustainable Scoop. Back to the news desk.